I saw this post earlier, and it was basically saying something to the extent of, like, something to the tune of some people are only going to be able to, or only going to want to really love you to the extent that you're useful to them. So when you decide to, like, level up and, make better choices for yourself personally, there are going to be certain people that you feel like you should be able to take with you, or people that should be able to, like, level up with you. People supposed to be your ride or dies that are literally going to fall off because they no longer have access to the versions of you that were most beneficial to them. And that was crazy to me, especially because, like, I'm currently in my life in a space where I'm having to accept the fact that there are certain individuals in my life that I've literally made it a point, literally have gone above and beyond to please, when that's the version of me that best suits them. And so that's the version of me that was gonna get the most little breadcrumbs, even though it's still breadcrumbs, when you're not thinking to yourself, okay, I'm worth so much more than just these breadcrumbs. I am not a bird out here in these streets. Okay, I need a whole sub. Where is my Philly at? Rather than, just taking the scraps that's given, they're gonna treat you some kind of way. It's gonna become, oh, well, look at her, she thinks she better than everybody else, or what happened to the girl I used to know and love? She's not here. She's not here. Her is dead. Okay, the factory is closed. Period. And I'm learning that, as uncomfortable as that is, because it's very uncomfortable, especially when it's people who you've, like I said, gone above and beyond to serve for their love and attention. Like, that's all you wanted. And it be the main ones that you go above and beyond to give to, that don't reciprocate that energy, that should be just handing it out like you're handing it out. You feel what I'm saying? But 2:22 on the clock when I look. But I'm having to get to the point where I saw another post where I'm just basically like, it's very clear that you lack the capability and don't have the capacity to love me the way I need to be loved. And so I'm going to just have to basically, I'm going to have to rock with you from a distance. I'm going to have to love you from afar, because I'm making the decision for myself that I'm not going to continue to love people to the detriment of me and my boundaries. Like I said before, I had a video that I posted on YouTube a long while ago in my notes to self that was basically just like, if every time I talk to you, it's woe is me, you know what I'm saying? I got all my left shoes and all my right socks, but I got all the peanut butter, ain't got no jelly, got all the Kool-Aid, ain't no sugar, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to continue to have conversations with you. And if I say that to you and you get offended, you know where you need to place people based on how they react to you standing firm on your boundaries, based on how they react to you standing on business for you. Because when you're no longer beneficial to them, it's going to trigger them. It's going to make them feel some kind of way, like, well, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't want to talk to me no more. No, I just don't want to constantly talk about your problems. I don't want to constantly be offering you solutions to your problems for you to be offering me more problems to the solutions I'm giving you. At the end of the day, you got to get to the point where you're like, you acknowledge, like, okay, you are the cause of your own suffering. If it's fine with you, it's fine with me. If you don't care enough to fix it, if you don't care enough to change your situation, who am I to force change on you? Like, and getting in a space where you're becoming okay with that. That shit is so uncomfortable. That shit is so uncomfortable, because it be your people. It be your moms. It be your grandmoms. It be your dads. It be your besties, the besties from another testes that should have did 444 when I look. That been rocking with you since kindergarten. And you have to go back and you have to reevaluate. I've had to go back and reevaluate my relationships with these people. I've had to go back and reevaluate Like, my friendships, for example, I've had to think to myself, like, okay, were we really best friends, or was I just real comfortable with your company? Even if you were bad company, you know what I'm saying? Getting to the point where you realize that a generational curse that a lot of us face, whether we recognize it or not, is literally being okay in the solitude, because generations before us just didn't want to be alone so bad. They were totally fine with accepting bad company because it was company. I'm comfortable with your company. I don't care if it's bad or not. And I don't want that for myself. I don't want to teach that to my child. Like, again, you worth all the Philly cheesesteaks, baby, all the toppings, you know what I'm saying, the loaded french fries and the whole bit. You worth the 555 when I look, you know what I'm saying. You're worth the acknowledgement, you're worth the attention, you're worth the love that you give, and you should not have to beg for it. You know what I'm saying? Breadcrumbs, and it's not sustainable, period. You can't get full off that, especially if you're pouring. You cannot get replenished off that. And you don't have to accept that just because it's what's offered, period. I've passed up on a plethora of clientele because the energy was bad. Not all money is good money. Not all business is good business. And as soon as I pass it up, it's 2-3 more clients. Spirit is like, all right, great. I see you not falling for the same shit. I'm gonna go ahead and bless you with something that's worth having. I'm gonna go ahead and give you something that's worth keeping. Even if it was, for example, me losing out on something monetary and I've gained something spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I lost out on that bread, but I learned a very valuable lesson about myself. I learned a very valuable lesson about what is and isn't okay to me morally, and where my values are concerned, where my boundaries are concerned. I win so much more by honoring my boundaries than I do by disrespecting them for monetary gain, period. For a little bit of time and or attention because I'm bored. You know, don't make bad decisions out of boredom. You know, don't, for example, there was this guy at one point, and my wife and I, like I said, have said plenty of times before, my wife and I have such a relationship that it's not an open marriage, I won't say, but we are polyamorous people. So even if it is me, you know, hanging out or going on dates, or her hanging out, going on dates, whatever the case may be, so long as the communication is open and honest, we're good. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's no beef where we're concerned, we're good. So there was this guy at one point, and you wanted to take me out, wine and dine, this and that and the third. But before you ever asked me out on a date, I recognized in you red flags. And so I said, dude is cool and all, but big ass dragonfly. But dude is a red flag, you know what I'm saying? And eventually it got to the point where I was like, all right, I might go ahead and give Shorty the time of day. I might go ahead and give him, you know, hang out with him, go on a date or whatever the case may be. And her thing was not, I really don't want you going out with this dude. It was, you're going to do what you're going to do because you're grown and I trust you, and that's fine. But you have already said to me this man is a red flag. He's shown you red flags. Don't entertain red flags due to boredom, babe. You know what I'm saying? And that was 9/11 on the clock. That was something that really stuck with me. And it's something that I've taken with me even further than just like dating or hanging out with people. It's something that I've taken into my business practices. It's something that I've taken into my personal life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even noticing the red flags in myself and the behaviors that I might have. Like, I had the tendency real bad to procrastinate. And thinking to myself, okay, don't entertain procrastination because you want that immediate satisfaction of resting right now. There's a fine line between resting and pushing your destiny. You know what I'm saying? Resting and procrastinating. You know, you gotta eventually get to the point where you basically are sick of your own bullshit, and you're willing and ready to push yourself and to test your limits so that you can get all the stuff that you want. You feel what I'm saying? As uncomfortable as that is. I don't know. I think I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I don't know. It's just some of the random stuff that's going through my mind. Like, that very individual contacted me today from a business tip. I don't have to accept you as clientele for the plain and simple fact that it's not that I can't perform the service or that it would be a problem for me to perform the service. It's the energetic exchange, period. You're paying for my time, my attention, my energy. You feel what I'm saying? And if I've already noticed the red flags in you as a person, whether it be breadcrumbing or, potential individuals who might potentially manipulate your mind, your time, your emotions, or whatever the case may be, just to see if they got it like that. I don't have to entertain that for the money. The money's gonna come. Money come and go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just the way this time period, I don't know if it's the eclipse, I don't know if it's the whatever planets is in the microwave, in the metabolic, I don't know. But what I do know is the last couple weeks have shown me so much in regards to myself and my relationships with other people. It's shown me so much in regards to the way that I give versus receive. It's shown me a lot about how I intend to stand on business moving forward. It's been a very self-reflective time period, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that. For real, for real. A lot can happen when you sit back and watch. I don't know why I just heard that, when you sit back and shut up. You just allow things to unfold however they gonna unfold. And don't try to change those things, or don't try to immediately solve the problem. Just let them unfold. Just watch how people move. Just watch what things happen. I've learned a lot, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here in this moment in time. I'm thankful for the opportunity to utilize my voice. Even if I am talking to myself, I'm thankful for the opportunity and the ability to just observe. Even if I am constantly moving, the ability to observe is far more than just sitting still. And I think that's what this is teaching me. Like, you could still be moving and still be it's teaching me how to move and observe. It's teaching me how to follow my intuition and trust it the first time. It's teaching me how my initial reactions are to things versus how I respond to things when I give myself the opportunity to sit back and think. To sit there and listen rather than to just react every single time. It's a fine line between responding and reacting. And this time period has shown me a lot about that. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I said something a couple videos ago too about being microwavable. This time period is really showing me a lot about instant gratification and how tied to everything instant gratification is. How microwavable of a generation, of a nation we've become. And just taking the opportunity, taking the time to just simmer. It's crazy, buddy. It's crazy how it all works out. But again, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, and what a time to make sure that you're taking the time to tune out distractions, because that's what a lot of this shit is. It's distracting. It's distractions. 1444 when I looked up again. It's that for me. But I don't know. I think that's it. That's my rant for the day, and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to speak. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.